Welcome back to Big Movie Mouth Off. We're here at our kind sponsors, Broovy Cinema Pub, reviewing more movies. I'm Jeff Weiss with MSN.com.
And I'm Jimmy Martin with Slug Magazine. You can find the Big Movie Mouth Off on Xfinity Channel 6, on their on-demand, Utah On-Demand, Salt Lake Alternative. We're in there. There's tons of stuff for you to watch. Pretty old reviews and new reviews.
Yeah.
In case you missed it.
In case you missed it. On this week's show, we'll be reviewing the new Wes Anderson film, Moonrise Kingdom, as well as That's My Boy, a pairing of sort of current Saturday Night Live star Andy Samberg and former Saturday Night Live star, yes, Adam Sandler. But we're starting this week's show with Prometheus, the long-awaited, is it a prequel or isn't it a prequel, to Alien from Ridley Scott. Essentially, the idea is, in the near future, archaeologists have found evidence possibly revealing the origins of mankind. Ooh. Now they're in an interplanetary exploration vehicle, checking out a distant planet and seeing if their theories are correct, and that's as much of the plot as I would like to disclose.
Well, we don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones like you just don't want to ruin. You know,
right.
There's so many secrets behind Prometheus that the more we say, the more you can sit there and go, oh, yeah, that's what they told me. That came to be true.
A king has his reign. And then he dies. It's inevitable.
Prometheus has landed. These are ancient civilizations that were separated by centuries, and yet this same pictogram was discovered in every one of them. You're smiling.
I think they want us to come and find them.
We're all here because of a map you two kids found in a cave.
Not a map, an invitation.
From whom?
Please tell me you can read that.
Prometheus, are you seeing this?
You know, but you say long-awaited. I've been waiting for this film for a long time, and it's funny because Ridley Scott he flat out said, this is not an Alien prequel. I'm gonna say, tell the truth.
Yeah.
I think he told the truth.
That
is my opinion, you know,
yes.
And some people disagree. It's that's what makes this film even more fun. So many questions lie beyond even watching this film.
Right.
That you're kind of like, I want to watch it again and again and again. And even beyond the mysteries of Prometheus, my God, okay, the acting's great. It's some of the most beautifully shot cinematography I've seen in a long time.
Absolutely, and let me say this right now. If you've watched this show at all, watched our reviews, you know I'm not a fan of 3D.
We both hate it.
But the film was actually shot for the format, and there's a difference between what I like to call showmanship 3D, in which things are thrown at you into your face. It's a cheap gimmick for 3D. This is more akin to Avatar, which was supposedly immersive 3D. Think of it this way. If a painting sits in flat 2 dimensions, this is the sort of 3D that pulls you past the frame and into the painting.
It makes you one with the film,
Yes.
I'd say. And I totally agree with you. I mean, it was absolutely gorgeous. And I still go back in this thing, do I need it in 3D? No, I don't.
No.
Because
no.
it's gorgeous among itself. But it didn't interrupt the film. And
No.
the last time we had that was, I would say, with the Avengers earlier. Now, Avengers, I don't think was shot for 3D. But,
No, it was
but it
converged.
wasn't gimmicky either. So it's this style of, you know, learn how to use the technology. If this is going to stay around with us, for the love of God, stop throwing things in my face. I don't need it.
Yeah.
And then moving beyond that, performances. Michael Fassbender
is terrific. And
he's amazing.
Yes, and we can say this because it's been spoiled. He plays an android.
Yeah. Oh, you learned that in the first 10
Yes.
minutes. That's not a spoiler.
And he's the scene stealer. And really, I think he is the star of the film.
Yeah.
Am I interrupting? Thought you might be running low.
Pour yourself a glass, pal.
Thank you, but I'm afraid it would be wasted on me.
You think we wasted our time coming here, don't you?
Your question depends on me understanding what you hope to achieve by coming here.
What we hope to achieve was to meet our makers, to get answers. Why they even made us in the first place.
Why do you think your people made me?
We made you because we could.
Can you imagine how disappointing it would be for you to hear the same thing from your creator? May I ask you something?
Please do.
How far would you go to get what you came all this way for? Your answers. What would you be willing to do?
Anything and everything.
He is in the film more than anybody save Nomi Rapace from the original version of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Yeah.
She's very good. She's one of the space archaeologists, shall we say. We get able support from Charlize Theron and Idris Elba, among others. Now here's the thing. I've had time to chew up and digest Prometheus, and I go back and forth. I really like what it represents, and I like its bigger ideas about the origins of mankind and species. It has a very 2001-ish quality to it, especially in the opening 10-minute salvo. There are some bad, shallow characterizations in screenwriting. I will say that,
Yeah.
and not to spoil too much, but there are times that the film turns into Friday the 13th in space, in which shallow, dumb characters wander stupidly into situations and then bad things happen to them.
Well, for me though, I mean, go watch. I mean, I'm a huge Alien fan. Ridley Scott was, back in the day, the master of sci-fi horror.
Absolutely, and
I think this film though he's reclaimed the throne. And I say that because sci-fi horror though, I mean, there's stupid people in horror movies all the time. And that's why I don't mind that, because it kind of brings me back into that genre. I love campy crap on that kind of. If you do it right, it's good, you know. And Ridley Scott is the master at doing it. So I like it for that aspect of it. You know, was there some cheesy parts, you know, screenwriting wise? Sure,
Yeah.
why not? But it didn't ruin anything.
And let me also say, some really bad old age makeup.
Okay, yeah.
Really bad old age makeup.
They should have just casted somebody that was old.
Well, but yeah, or someone else, but
Yeah.
but we've
We don't
shaded
wanna
that
spoil, we
theory
don't wanna
in.
spoil.
Yeah, you can come up to me later after you see the movie, and then I'll tell you what they should have done.
But for me, I mean, this kind of sci-fi film, I love it because it feels real to me. You know what I mean? Like that. It's not like blaring neon lights everywhere and
No.
like, you know, just really cheesy effects. Like it feels real. Like and you talk about immersive. Like that is what drew me into this film. That's what Ridley Scott does best. And so, I mean, I absolutely love this film. I think the last one we mentioned, Avengers before, I'm giving it 4 stars. I absolutely loved it. Acting, cinematography, story-wise, and just what they've done with the fun. And how brilliant is Ridley Scott, without giving too much away, I don't want to, has created another universe
That he can now
within his universe that can go on in a whole nother journey.
So
and it's not cheesy.
So see, James Cameron, now you can make another film that's not Avatar.
Yeah.
You can make Prometheus.
Prometheus.
I had more problems with it than you did. Again, I like what it represents, and I like to discuss what it represents, and I like to fight with people who don't understand what the film is trying to say.
And it's not better. It would not be better if it was an Alien prequel.
No, let's
stupid.
make that clear. Michael Fassbender is terrific, and Idris Elba gets things to do, and for the more cerebral aspects, I give it 3 stars.
Awesome. Well, when we get back, we're going to be talking about, it's a little bit smaller production-wise of a picture, Moonrise Kingdom by Wes Anderson, and we'll talk about it when we get back.